Good morning. Good morning, Rodney. I love you. What a beautiful day today it is. Weather's nice. Sun's beaming. I got thinking, I'm such an assumer. I assume everything. It's not even like don't assume anything. Like, or don't assume some things. Like, everything. Like, I was in a situation not too long ago. And then, like, a way to process me out of that situation is to assume that this person is with somebody now and they're being taken care of. As if I fucking know. I don't know that. Like, they could be not working through things like I am and struggling hard about it. I'd like to believe that. But assuming that it's already happening is just crazy to me. I assume, like, everything. Everything. I'll read a post and assume it's about me. I'll read a poem online and assume that was written for me or about me. And it has a lot to do with being self-centered. Because I am one self-centered individual. You know, I don't know if I can work through that. Like, I don't think there's a technique to stop being so to stop being self-centered in general. I think that's the core of my disease. And then all these things are surrounded by it, like fear, anger, resentment. And so what I'll do is I'll take, not a coping skill, I'll take what's worked for me. It hasn't even worked, but I'll take what I've used for all these years and just assume a story, because I'm a really good storyteller in my head. Assume a story and just be like, yeah, this is what's happened, so now I can let go. It's not how that works, man. Like, maybe it's better if I just don't try to let go of things and just let things be. And in that, I won't be so attached. Like, letting go of something I'm holding on to, right? That's what that means. Let go. That's a different story. But anything past that is just me being controlling. It's me wanting to let go, so what I assume is somebody else has taken over. That's not fair to anybody, really. Maybe there's a way to do this without, maybe there's a way to do things without having to come up with a story in my head about what somebody else is doing, And maybe I just need to acknowledge that so I can put it out there in the open and just realize, hey, that's something that you're doing. So what goes next with that? You're going to share about that? You're happy for them? For what? Like, you don't know. You have no clue what is going on in a person's life. You don't know if, like, the damage that you've caused is still affecting them a lot, and you're not able to make an amends and say, hey, I'm sorry that I fucked you up in the head, and then I'm sorry of the emotions that were created and the reactions that came behind that. I'm in my own little perfect world, which is not perfect by all means, but I'm just in my own little world, creating all these little images and stories of things that are going on that I have no clue of. And then I just assume that that's what's going on. That's gotta be, right? It's gotta be that. Why? Because I'm like the best thing since sliced bread? Bullshit. No. Unless somebody tells me, hey, this is what's going on, it's probably none of my business, unless they make it my business. And instead of working through things where I make it my business without even talking to a person, maybe it's time to reflect on what I can do for myself. And instead of coming up with stories to make me feel better about a situation, for all I know, that person could be very self-destructive right now because of what happened. And here I am coming up with stories of like, oh yeah, there's somebody there taking care of them. Because of what I'm feeding myself off of my phone, off of my feed. I'll read something, you know, and then I'll just blurt out some stuff about it, taking ownership of it, but it's not even my story. For all I know, these people are getting fed stories from other people's situations, and then here I am, all self-centered, thinking, oh yeah, that's about me. There's really only one I read because I asked that person to put it on there. That's the only one I need to assume has to do with me. All the other stuff, I mean, they got a lot of followers and stuff. All the other stuff is maybe other people reaching out. Does it even matter, really? But I think that it's good for me to process things like this. So today is just acknowledgement of some character defects I have. This is one of them. And saying I'm sorry for creating stories in my head. If anybody's ever watched one of these videos and taken ownership of my video, maybe they had a right to, and they're just like, you have no fucking clue, bro. You know, maybe sometimes you just need to shut the front door. Anyways, today's a good day. I just needed to put that out there. Something I was thinking about all morning while I was getting ready. Like, I looked in the mirror and said, you don't know shit. So stop. And I can't call myself out on here. And it's gonna be a good day. I have a feeling. Hey, I got to start my day off by getting ready, eating breakfast, and having dinner in a crock pot. So when I'm at work coming home, it's ready. What a concept. What a concept. Have dinner ready for them before I get home. And I do it. Like, it can be done. I have the tools to do that. And the means to do it too. Something to think about, Rodney, as you're like going and doing all these things. What about their food? So, another call out. But hey, it's okay. I did it today, which means I'll be able to do it another day. Who knows? Maybe even every day that I go to work, that I work late. It'd be nice to utilize that little Instapot. But I'm going to talk to my dad now. And so I love all of you, whoever is all of you. Or if it's nobody, I'm talking to you, Rodney. I love you. You're doing good. 6 more days, and you'll have 9 months. Keep up the good work. Quit being weird. And take it easy and give yourself a break. It's all going to work out. And you got this. Bye. Bye.